guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Christina and I am a mom of 5 kids, and on my channel I share all things big family life, motherhood, faith, homeschooling, teaching, day in the lives, a little bit of everything. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, definitely hit the red subscribe button if you are not already subscribed, and click the notifications bell so that you know when I have a new video coming out. In today's video though, I am giving you a part 2 of fall crafts. So last week I was part of a fall collaboration with a whole bunch of other moms that were sharing all of the fall things. Definitely go check out that playlist if you want all of the fall ideas and vibes, not just crafts and activities, but traditions and all kinds of things. So if you saw my video last week, you know that I kind of shared some fall activities, hands-on activities to do with your kids, and it was like the non-messy version. Well, today, as promised, I am going to show you the messy version. So all of those messy activities that we didn't get into in last week's video, I am going to show you today how we do that, what it looks like with 4 kids, 4 out of my 5 kids. So I am going to get changed into clothes that I don't care about getting paint on, set things up, and then I will show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so to be honest, I don't have specific activities planned. That's what I love so much about using knowledge crates for lots of my crafts with my kids, is that I don't have to do a ton of thinking or planning ahead of time. And so I have paint palettes and some simple trays and things like that, and paintbrushes that I just always have on hand, but everything else that I'm using with them today just comes straight from our knowledge crates boxes. And so even the paints and things like that, everything comes in the box. And if you're not familiar, or if you missed part 1 of the craft video last week, you can go back and see specifically every single thing that comes in the boxes. But today I'm just going to go for it with whatever kind of fun, messy crafts I think sort of go together. And I just keep this cheap, like $3, I think even just disposable plastic tablecloth from Target. I keep it for any kind of messy painting or glue type of activities. And so I've selected a few different things from the box, and I'm just placing them out in a way that the kids can see them and get excited about them. I really find that taking a little bit of extra time, even if it's only 5 minutes, to set things out in a visually appealing way, really just gets the kids excited and interested, for kids of all ages. People ask me a lot of times how I keep my older boys engaged and excited about what we're doing, and they ask if they complain about having to do it, and honestly they get really excited to see the different things that I have set out for them and planned. And so I try to give them each kind of their own little setup of paint, and sometimes some things they do have to share. But I use the same paints for these watered down versions for one of the activities, and then the regular paints. And then I'll just kind of go through the guide and just kind of take a quick peek at instructions for the things that I've pulled out, just to kind of give myself a heads up before the busyness of everyone getting to the table and grabbing for things and things like that. And I'll probably pull my older 2 boys to the table first, just to kind of give them some instructions so they know what they want to do, but then they also know how to help the younger ones. And so oftentimes I like to send them outside to play or something like that, just so I can set up without them getting too eager to get their hands on things. But they do know usually that I'm setting something up fun for them, so they get excited to wait and see what we are going to do. Just like read-alouds and family adventures and Bible studies and spending quality time together, once it's built into the culture of your family, it just becomes normal to do these things.
How'd Seth get that one?
Good job, Seth John.
No, I want to. You like the whole. No, I want
It's magical.
Seth, everybody's got to share.
I just got an idea, Mom. Maybe I could just put it while the paint is drying. Put the feathers on while the paint is drying. And
Are you
it'll
doing
dry.
black? You know you can mix, guys. I left a space in between each of the paints so you can mix.
Alright, so then I think what I'm gonna do is
How do you do this, Dad?
Gia, that's looking really pretty.
And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling.
Ooh, geez, that came out cool. So I do want to stress that many of these activities you can pull together on your own and create without something like knowledge crates. For me, it just makes my life much easier. For example, these leaves that they're watercoloring and using the droppers on, this is like a coffee filter type of material. I'm sure that you could use even just watercolor paper cut into the shape of leaves, or something thinner if you want them to be more see-through like these are. For the leaf prints that Gia is doing, we just grabbed leaves from the backyard, and you can put paint on one side, and then it doesn't have to be a canvas like she's using that came with the box. Again, you could just use watercolor paper or cardstock and create very simple activities that the kids would love just as much. For the wooden owls and scarecrows, obviously that might be a little bit more difficult, but you can always just see what you can find at Dollar Tree or at the craft store in the clearance section and things like that if a subscription box isn't something that you feel like is in your budget or something that you want to do. But if it is something that you want to try, I always have my discount code for Knowledge Crates is Rooted15, and you can get 15% off any subscription. Even with all of these activities that I have 4 of my kids doing today and the things that we did last week in the less messy crafts video, I still have so many activities left to do with my kids for the rest of fall. So it really is a great value if it's something that you're interested in. I also just want to note that sometimes I just let them go for it while I try to cook dinner or I try to get things done. But other days, like on this particular day, I really made sure I took the time to sit down and even do some of the crafts with them to really show them like this is an enjoyable time, a time when we can give each other undivided attention and just have that shared experience of doing art together. It really is good, not only for the kids to slow down, but also for us adults to just kind of like take a breath and get on their level and enjoy doing these things with them, especially when the world can seem big and overwhelming. Those are the times to really just lean in and focus our attention on our area of influence, which is our family.
Here's another cool feather that could go right here.
Ooh, really nice.
You like it, Mama?
Yeah.
I like this.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I utilize knowledge crates, how I set up activities for my kids, how I work through those activities with them, and all of those fun things. But before we go, I really want to show you the end result of what we ended up with. I've cleaned up, I've gotten dressed, I gave things just a little bit of time to dry. Not all of the crafts and activities are completely done, but I just want to show you what we ended up with after our little craft time today. Okay, you guys, here's what we ended up with. You can see that the scarecrows still need to be put together, but they are pretty much dry. They have like some hair and yarn and things that we will put on those. But those came out really sweet. I can't wait to see them all put together. The owls are completely done. This one is my 13-year-old's owl. They stand up with that little piece of wood. And then this is my little guy's owl. He's not even 3 years old, but his 6-year-old sister helped him, not a ton, but a little bit. And so he's gonna be really excited to see it standing up. He hasn't seen it yet. These are the little watercolor leaves. And then with the leftover paint that we didn't want to throw away, we did this one. And I actually really like how that came out. And then this one was a sweet little collaborative painting between Jackson on this side and Sethi trying to mimic his painting on this side. So I thought that was really sweet. This was the leaf imprint that I made, trying to kind of demonstrate for them how to do it. There is Gia's that she made. This one was actually a collaborative piece between Gia and I. She started doing the leaf prints that I explained to her how to do. And then she started to get a bit discouraged that they didn't come out looking the way that she wanted. And so I did a couple for her, and then she was really excited. And then again, with some leftover paint, we painted the background and she loved it. She's like, oh my gosh, it looks like they're on the ground. So she was super proud of that. So yeah, we have a little bit more to do with the scarecrows, but we had a great time. Everyone really enjoyed it, and it was just nice to spend that time together.
Where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
All right, guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, definitely introduce yourself down in the comments below. I love to get to know you guys. If you are not already following us over on Instagram, definitely follow us over there at rooted_homelife. I share lots of day-to-day updates over there, lots of reels and posts showing things like what you saw in today's video, just quick little activities and things that we're doing. So come say hi over there as well. I hope to see you soon in one of my next videos, and until next time, stay rooted.